Hey, welcome to Main Pod Girl, a podcast made by pop heads for pop heads. Every episode, we'll be diving into all kinds of pop culture topics with some of our favorite artists and music commentators. I'm your host, AJ Marks, and I'm so excited to introduce today's special guests. They were just on an episode of the show a couple months ago, so returning for their third and sixth time respectively, it's Billboard's own deputy editor, Andrew Unterberger, and pop culture YouTuber, Mila Tequila. And this is where I reveal that we actually recorded a secret episode of this podcast back in January, where we made our 2025 bingo cards. So this episode is unlike anything that we've done on this podcast before. The first part of this episode will be the audio of all the items that we put on our bingo cards at the start of the year. And then I'll flash forward to the present and we'll react to our picks, select our bingo cards, and see if one of us wins. Then, for the second half of this podcast, we'll be making our 2026 bingo cards. So stay tuned for that. But first, let's travel back into the past. I asked y'all to make some items that we could throw on a 2025 bingo card. Andrew, do you want to go first with yours?
Sure. Beyonce wins Album of the Year at the Grammys.
Okay.
Ariana Grande wins the Best Supporting Actress Oscar. Charli XCX has a top 10 hit from a movie soundtrack.
Oh, okay. I like that too.
Carly Rae Jepsen has her biggest album in a decade.
Love that.
I like that one. And that one's safe too, where it's like, it doesn't have to go number one. It doesn't have to have a big song from it, but...
Well, it's safe in that respect. It's not safe in the fact that she's been going in the wrong direction for the last 10 years. But I do think that she gets maybe a little bit of that kind of Charli Tinashe 10-year bump that they got last year. Maybe she gets this year for promotion. Multiple country women have top 20 Hot 100 hits.
I like that. I like that a lot.
This was not a great year, 2024, for women in country, at least from the chart perspective. There was like one woman who topped the country airplay chart like at the very, very, very end of the year. I think it's going to be a better year for women in country this year.
Yeah.
An indie rock song becomes the top 10 Hot 100 hit.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Maybe
like
an old
that.
one, maybe a new one. I'm not sure. Kelly Clarkson has a hit duet.
I was really hoping you would say that. I didn't put it in mine because I was hoping someone would put like something about... Because she's been on my bingo card. She wasn't actually last year, but she's been like mentally on my bingo card for like, when is she getting her dues? You know what I mean?
She is overdue for one, certainly.
Totally. Especially with her popularity. Like, she can't cover a song without people crying.
Last one is no Chaperone album in 2025.
Oh, that one hurts.
Sorry.
But, no, but that's a good one for this.
Can't all be winners. Can't all be positive.
True. All right, I'll go next. One is Doechii gets a feature on a major pop song. It specifically has to be a major pop song. Kesha will have a small career resurgence.
Oh no.
I'm not trying
You're
to jinx
cursing her.
I'm not, but it's like Joyride and Holiday Road charting and stuff like that. Like, that was so promising. And
Spring Breakers remix.
the next one is Ariana Grande gets a top 10 hit from the Eternal Sunshine Deluxe.
Ooh, I like that.
Or like the
That's
reissue.
true.
I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
think, and I honestly kind of think it could be a number one if it's a really fucking good song.
I agree. I really liked Eternal Sunshine. That's like one of my favorite albums of hers, like ever.
Great album.
So good. Yeah, and she's had 2 number one hits from that album. She could get another number one hit from the deluxe, but I'm just gonna say top 10 hit, play it a little safer. Miley Cyrus's new album outperforms Endless Summer Vacation, but no song is bigger than Flowers. Like, the album is bigger, but like, obviously I'm not stupid. Or I mean, no song is gonna be bigger than Flowers.
I would be surprised.
I hope I'm eating
there
my
was-
words. I hope there is
Yeah.
something bigger.
No, I think your prediction is good. I
Yeah.
think her having a bigger hit than Flowers is unlikely. So I think the way you phrase that prediction is perfect.
A classic one that I used last year, and Hosier got it for me. It's artist who hasn't had a hit in over 5 years gets a top 5 hit.
Carly Rae Jepsen, let's go.
And then Teddy Swims scores another top 10 hit, another stable top 10 hit.
He's had bigger follow-up success than I would have guessed.
I mean, Hammer to the Heart should have been a top 10 hit. I'm sorry. He's like if CeeLo Green and Adele had a baby. I love it. He's so good. The next one is Drake's next single seals his fate.
in either direction.
It's ominous, and that's all I'm going to say.
Wow. My question is, like, will Drake have a new single where he goes, okay, this is my new single. This isn't some like halfway release. This isn't some collab that
not a
like,
voice
really...
notes thing.
Yeah, he just like, okay, new Drake single drops March 15th, and then it drops, and this is the new Drake single. Do you think that's gonna happen?
I don't think he'll announce it beforehand, but I think he might surprise release it and then put a lot of promo behind. I think you'll be able to tell which one's like the Drake single when he puts a lot of promo behind it.
I hope so. I hope he has the courage of his convictions and he says, okay, this is my song. And if you like it, great. If not, then I guess my fate is sealed, as AJ predicted.
Yeah, as AJ predicted.
And he's going to say that.
Yeah, he will. Lola Young gets a top 10 hit is another one. And that's more of an easy prediction. I feel like Messi's getting all up there. And even if it goes like number 15, which I could see it happening where it just like stalls a little bit or something, I feel like there'll be another one on the way. And then the last one, a big breakout artist, already has 2 albums out before this year. So like whoever the next big breakout artist is, like they're breaking out on their 3rd or 4th or 5th or 6th album. Like a Sabrina Carpenter type, where I feel like that's going to be all of the like new breakout artists. Is like they're going to have to, like Shabuzi had like 2 albums before this, right?
Yeah, he might. Yes, 2 albums. So yeah, he was around for a while. Teddy Swims was definitely around for a while. Sabrina Carpenter was definitely around for a while. So like, yeah, it's definitely a phenomenon that is becoming more and more commonplace. I think you and I even talked about this on my podcast last year, where you said like the biggest pop star that's going to happen next year is someone we already know, and I thought that was really smart.
Now it's Mila's turn.
It's my turn. I have 2 obvious ones that I think are easy, so you're welcome, anyone who plays bingo. One is Beyonce Act 3, and I think that she'll tour this one, and I think there will be visuals. I think my prediction is that there will be visuals that culminate the entire thing.
Okay, wait. So what is the prediction here? Is it?
It's all of that. Is Beyonce
all
Act
of that
3?
has to happen? That's the easy
well,
one?
I thought you said this was an easy one. Yeah.
That's because
ambitious.
it's Beyonce having the Act 3.
Okay.
My other easy one is Taylor Swift debut Taylor's version. I think she'll finally do that. Especially I think with like country having the year it's been having.
So you think that before Reputation, Taylor's version?
I think so. I feel like Reputation's too new to do a Taylor's version.
Maybe.
But I mean, she's proven me wrong before. And then I have Renee Rapp returns with a Dan Negro radio hit.
It
love
feels destined almost.
Oh, I would love that.
I think that because I kind of almost forgot that she was having such a big year at the beginning of 2024 because then she went so silent. And I'm like, so she's working on something. Oh, I have, this one's wishful, but hopefully it happens. A new male pop guy who serves.
That last
like,
detail is so key. It's
exactly.
so
like I'm talking about like a new Justin Timberlake, a new Usher, like someone who's gonna dance and give us male pop, like not just
so Benson Boone backflips doesn't register.
No, it's not. It's
With
not
like a Lil Nas X
Benson
type
Boone is not.
kind of serve.
Lil Nas, I had him in mind when I was writing this. I was like, he could do that if he went fully into it.
Yep.
Because I think he's a little too tongue in cheek.
Okay.
For what I'm thinking. I'm thinking someone who does it very earnestly, like an Usher, like a...
Serves earnestly. I love it.
An earnest serve. Another one I have is the song from the new song from the Wicked soundtrack will be a radio hit. I think it's not going to be...
Ariana Grande song?
Mm-hmm, I think it's not going to be super musical theater-y. That's my
Interesting.
thought. And then my last one, this is another wishful one for me. VMAs makes it onto streaming. I've been saying they need to do this for years, but maybe they'll do it now that they've done that football game and those reunion shows. I think maybe they'll make it happen. This is a wishful one. Lady Gaga's playing Coachella. Lady Gaga brings out Beyonce at Coachella.
Okay.
Because Beyonce filled in for Lady Gaga at Coachella years ago for Beachella. So I'm like, maybe that connection.
No, it was the other way around, right? Like Lady Gaga filled in for Beyonce because
Oh
Beyonce
yeah,
got
the
pregnant.
first time, right? Yes.
I love that. I love that one.
Those are some excellent bingo picks. Yeah.
Okay, and now we're back in the end of 2025 with Mila Tequila and Andrew Unterberger and me, AJ. And let's go over what did happen, what didn't happen, and what may have happened, but we need to discuss it. So what did happen? Let's go through that first. There are 5 things that did happen out of the 24 things we picked.
That's pretty good.
Nothing from mine, probably.
And some of them are debatable too. So Kesha will have a small career resurgence. I think we should count that. I think that we already could see that outlined with Joyride and stuff, but I think that, it definitely outsold Gag Order. It I think made more of a splash than High Road did too.
Period. You're talking about.
Yes, Period did.
Yeah.
And I think that her new album did what it needed to do for her.
And look, she's headlining Bonnaroo the last night, I think. So clearly she's doing very well for herself. She played Madison Square Garden, I think, for the first time. She had a really nice year. Kesha did.
Yeah. So I think that counts.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Absolutely.
The next one was kind of like a free space. It was Lola Young gets a top 10 hit. That one was already kind of destined, so that one worked.
I don't think that song went top 10, though. I think that song peaked at like number 12 or something.
Wait, no, really?
I think so, yeah. Hold on a second. I'll check my gigantic spreadsheet. Give me a minute.
Oh, that would be so embarrassing. I just assumed it went top 10. Oh, it was number 14.
Number 14, yeah, sorry. Close.
Fuck.
Closer than I think maybe we would have guessed even at the time, but yeah, not quite.
Damn, okay, we got to change that. We're going to change some bingo cards. But Beyonce won Album of the Year at the Grammys.
Oh, yeah?
So that worked. That one I did not think was going to come true, so that's good. And then another one of yours is No Chapel Roan album.
Oh, did I predict that?
Yep, you predicted that.
Yeah, that might be true for the next 4 or 5 of these things we do, yeah.
Mila, your prediction that did happen was VMAs makes it onto streaming.
Yes.
Oh.
I thought I didn't have any. I thought I was like, oh no, I'm remembering the few things that I said, and I was like, none of those happened.
On the board.
Here are the things that absolutely did not happen. The things that I said were Ariana Grande gets another top 10 hit from the Eternal Sunshine Deluxe. I think Twilight Zone went number 18.
Should have happened.
Close, yeah, not super far off.
Yeah. Teddy Swims scores another stable top 10 hit. He didn't even score a top 10 hit, I don't think.
I don't think so.
I think he just barely missed the top 20 or something, but he's had a lot of songs hit the Hot 100, but just not top 10.
Bad Dreams did pretty well, but yeah, not close to top 10, I don't think.
Yeah. And here's one that just barely missed that maybe we can count, maybe we can't. Artist who hasn't had a hit in over 5 years has a top 5 hit. Kalani got number 7. And if it weren't for Christmas, she would be in the top 5 right now, I think. Right?
But she's never even really been in that region before. So, like, were we saying it was more like a returns to top 5 or like, or
I don't know. It was vague.
Yeah. Close to being close, but I don't know. There might be too many asterisks on that one.
Exactly. So I threw that in the didn't happen. And then for Andrew's predictions, Ariana Grande wins the Best Supporting Actress Oscar. That did not come to pass.
She might get nominated twice, but yeah, not quite.
Charlie XCX has a top 10 hit from a movie soundtrack. That did not happen.
Not quite, no.
Not even close. Carly Rae Jepsen has her biggest album in a decade. Unless you count Emotion 10 years later as her biggest album since Emotion.
It very well might be, but no, I'm not gonna take credit for that one.
And then Kelly Clarkson has a hit duet. One of these days, that
one should have been true.
Yeah, that one should have been true.
I think your predictions were ahead of their time.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you, Mila. I appreciate it. It's very generous of you.
I actually think so too. I think all 4 of these could happen next year. For Mila, your predictions that didn't happen were Beyonce Act 3.
I was more manifesting with that one, I guess.
Yeah, pull out the clown nose and the clown hat. Taylor Swift debut album, Taylor's version. We were like, which one's gonna come first? Renee Rapp returns with a Dan Nigro radio hit. She didn't even work with Dan Nigro.
But why not? But why not?
So neither, right? Like neither parts of that worked.
She did have a nice year though, Renee Rapp. Just maybe not quite on the terms we were thinking.
But I think some Dan Nigro songs on Bite Me could have really kind of kicked it up a notch because she had 2 like pop rock songs, the first 2 singles, and then the rest were like disco. I was like, what's going on here? It was a good album though. And then the new Ariana Grande song from Wicked for Good will be a radio hit.
I wasn't expecting. And I should have known that it was gonna be like a ballad, but I wasn't thinking with my mind. I was thinking with my heart, and I was making manifestations more than predictions. Is what we're finding.
And that's what we like to do on Main Pod Girl. So we support it. And the last
And if any of them had happened, it would have been great.
Yes, and the last manifestation was Lady Gaga brings out Beyonce at Coachella.
Ooh. One of these days.
And see, if I can control the world under my regime, everyone would be happier.
And then here are the debatable ones. So we got to debate whether these happen. The first one is Doechii gets a feature on a major pop song. So she was on Extra L. I think that's maybe the only thing
it was probably
that counts.
globally major. I don't know if it was not all that major in this country, but certainly I'm sure it charted very well on the Global 200.
Do we count it or what do you think?
It was well hyped.
It wasn't what I was thinking of, so maybe not. Maybe not. The next one is Miley Cyrus's new album outperforms Endless Summer Vacation, but no song is bigger than Flowers.
Well, the second part is definitely true. The first part, I think it's a better album than Endless Summer Vacation, but I don't know that there's too many conventional metrics by which you could say it was a better performer than Endless Summer Vacation.
I mean, I have a bone to pick with that album. I think, Mila, we've talked about this ad nauseum, but it was like, it was just not accessible. Like the visual parts of it, and it was touted as like a visual album. And I still, to this day, have not seen the visuals.
Yeah, it was very literally not accessible. And that, like, I still don't know, like, is it on Disney Plus yet even? Like, I assumed it would be widely released along with the album. That certainly didn't happen. I don't know if it was ever released after the fact. If so, it was poorly publicized. So yeah, I mean, like that element of it was certainly a mess. I think it's a good album, but
it was in theaters for one day, 3 months after the album came out. And so I waited to listen to the album for 3 months. And then that one day I wasn't even in America when it came out. So I wasn't able to watch it in theaters. I was on a plane. And so I was
perplexing.
I was like, fuck this. And so I listened to the album and it didn't really land for me, unfortunately. Everyone else really liked it. It didn't land for me. But I think it's because I had waited for so long for the visuals. And then also every visual is like a Hannah Lux Davis treatment where it's just like camera shots, I think, right?
Yeah, they were like visualizers more than they were like any type of music video or anything. Like it was, I don't know. It felt I was really excited for it too. I was like, finally, Miley's gonna come back and she's gonna do something kind of fun and experimental.
It didn't quite work.
Yeah. The next one is Drake's next single seals his fate, which was ominous. It was either seals his fate as he's going to be around forever and ever and nothing can kill him, or he is dead.
Well, I'm gonna say no on that because I feel like the single, I mean, if we're going to count Noki as the single, that actually did very well, but he's still sort of back where he started because he kind of made a bunch of bad decisions after that. Like if he had just built on the momentum of that song, I think that would have sealed his fate, parentheses, complimentary. But I don't think we could say that it really sealed his fate, parentheses, derogatory either, because it didn't confirm that he was a bust. It was actually a good move for him. It was just the only good move he made in 2025.
Like another cliffhanger after cliffhanger.
That's right.
It was like when a Chris Brown song gets like really popular and it's like people are listening to it and kind of just not acknowledging anything surrounding it. They're just listening to it and enjoying the song. But it's not, no one's like, let's all forget what he did. Let's all just like, why don't we just throw that out, guys? Just wipe the slate clean. Because I still felt like a lot of people were commenting on things about the song and about Drake and being like, did you guys forget? And I was like, I guess no, probably not.
It didn't shake off any of the discussion, for sure.
No.
Okay, so let's kind of know for that one. Guys, we might be striking out today. The next one is, no one's going to get bingo. The next one is a big breakout artist, already had 2 albums out before this year. And there are 2 that I can kind of think of. One is Big X The Plug, who I would consider a breakout artist of this year. Did have 2 albums out before this one. Another is Megan Moroney, who got big off of this album, which is her second album, but it did come out before this year. So I don't know. Is there anyone else I'm not thinking of that was a big breakout artist?
I'm trying to look up how many albums Ella Langley had out. I guess just the one. Yeah, because it's Olivia Dean's second album too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, oh, we got it with Olivia Dean. And then I was like, oh, no.
Well, what if we want to say any of the three Huntrix ladies, who I'm sure all had at least 2 albums out, or at least 1 or 2 of them did.
Oh, that's a good point.
That is true.
I think between Megan, Big X the Plug, and Huntrix,
And Audrey Nunez, whatever, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like maybe we could count that.
Sure.
Okay,
let's give it
count
to us.
Yeah. A rare win for us.
We need small wins.
Yes. So those were my debatable ones. Andrew, you said multiple country women have top 20 hits.
Okay, I came close because we did get Ella Langley, and Megan Maroney, I think, had like a number 28 or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't think she quite hit the top 20 though.
No,
but my thinking was right. Like I'm taking that as like a half win.
Do we count Jessie Murph? Kind of.
Oh no, because that song wasn't a country song.
Do we count Sabrina Carpenter now somehow?
That's actually Sabrina Carpenter might be the closest. Manchild is a pretty country song. I still might not give that to me, but I'm going to take that as a spiritual win. But it's an L in the box score, I think.
You see that you knew about the environment though.
That's right.
You knew about the vibes.
I got the vibe check was correct.
In
but
an
the actual
abstract
prediction was
way,
wrong.
a lot of your predictions are correct.
It's not multiple country songs by women have top 20 hits. So yeah, unfortunately not. Okay.
Close but not quite.
The next one is an indie rock song becomes a top 10 hit, and the only one I think of that can count maybe is Back to Friends.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take that as a win because he thinks of himself as an indie rock musician. We can question whether or not he actually is at core, but like he definitely didn't write that to be a pop hit because like pop hits didn't really sound like that at the beginning of 2025. So I will take that one as a W. Yes, with y'all's permission.
I think that.
I agree.
Yeah.
And of course, he just snuck into the number 10 spot like 2 weeks ago for 1 week. So we thank Somber for his service.
And the last one is a Mila prediction. A new male pop guy who serves earnestly a la Timberlake or Usher. And this year we got 3 contenders who I don't think served very earnestly. Alex Warren, Leon Thomas, and Somber.
Well, certainly the first one is earnest. I wouldn't necessarily say he served in such a manner, but he is an earnest gentleman at the very least.
I think Leon Thomas and Somber. I think we can
count it.
somewhat. I mean, not a la Justin Timberlake or Usher in any way, but an earnest serve.
I think we can say Leon Thomas is an earnest serve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
that's fine.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah. It was not. It's not quite the serve that I was hoping for, but I think that we can count for it.
And it never is.
I mean, I love Leon Thomas, so I'll take what I can.
Yeah,
get.
yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm going to share my screen right now, and we're going to pick a bingo card. So, who wants to pick first?
I'll go first, and I'll do C.
I'll take A.
And so I'll get B. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Let's look at Andrew's.
I like 2024 was better free space. I think that was an accurate free space call right there.
Yeah, I think the free space should have been that 2024 was always going to be better.
No question.
Looks like you missed
out
so close. You were so
close
to getting bingo.
Oh well.
But no dice. All right. Let's look at mine. So these 2 are yeses. Damn it.
Oh, also very close.
Damn it. Okay, this is a no. Okay, so I did not get bingo either.
I'm our only hope.
Yeah, you're our only hope. Okay, this is a no already. These both no's. But this is a yes. Oh no. Rip.
Did anyone get bingo last year? Do you remember when you were doing this? Not with us, I don't think, or at least not with me.
I just made my own bingo card. I don't think I got bingo. I think I was like 2 off.
I made my own bingo card and I arranged them so that I
This was fun though. This was really fun. We were so close in 2 ways. If only Drake's next single had sealed his fate derogatory. Or Miley Cyrus's album had come out with the visuals or done something. All right. So this is the next part where we're going to make our 2026 bingo cards. So I am going, it's not like fantasy where if someone picks something, other people can't pick it. We can all pick the same things.
Okay.
Because they'll be randomized anyway. But these are 10 artists that are very likely to drop an album next year, whether they have like announced that they are releasing an album but haven't announced a release date, or whether it's highly speculative that they'll release or they're just overdue for an album. We have Lana Del Rey, Noah Kahan, Raye, Harry Styles, Olivia Rodrigo, Drake, Justin Bieber, Taylor Swift, Madonna, and BTS. So everyone can pick 6 to put their bets on. Who wants to go first?
I was gonna say Raye.
I'll do Olivia Rodrigo.
I'll bet on Taylor Swift again.
I'll also say Olivia Rodrigo.
And I'll also say Raye.
Okay, and I'll also say Olivia Rodrigo.
There you go. Be better than Noah Kahan. I was banking on him this year. I let me down there, but certainly by next year.
I'll say Drake simply because he seems to always have 900 unreleased songs ready to go at any point.
That's so true. I'm gonna pick Justin Bieber because he did say it was coming at the beginning of the year. Do I believe that? No, but do I think it'll be spring? Maybe. Sure.
BTS. I think the demand is going to be too high for them to go an entire year without an album.
I'm gonna say BTS too. I agree with that.
I wanna go against the grain here. I'm gonna pick Harry Styles.
You're manifesting.
Madonna kind of already missed her window, but I'm still going to say her for 2026.
I suppose I have no choice but to also say Justin Bieber. He has been working on a Drake volume of music recently also. By sheer statistics, he has to have another album ready.
Just for variety, I'll pick Lana Del Rey because just for fun. Just for fun.
Sure.
She is all year.
It's hard to imagine Drake going an entire year without a new album. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to say Drake.
I'll say Taylor Swift. When you first said it, I didn't agree because I was like, she's getting married, isn't she? Like, she's maybe won't want to make music right now, but I think nothing will ever stop her. So throw her in my list.
We thought this year would stop her, and it didn't.
Nothing ever does.
Not even with it. Like, she didn't release the TVs, but she released a whole new album. So I think that it's going to be one of the two.
Well, does a TV count for this is the question.
I think so.
And okay, and then now which one do you think it'll be this time?
Wait, didn't she say Reputation's like not coming out? So I think
don't hold your breath for Reputation. You would think that she would do the 20-year anniversary for the first album. She's not gonna have like a better reason or opportunity to do that if she's ever gonna do it. But she might just never do it. So
I will pick. Who have I already picked? I've picked Lana. I'm gonna pick Raye. There's no way she's not gonna follow up on. I almost said How I Met Your Mother. Where's my husband? Okay, so out of the next category. We have Avril Lavigne, Doechii, Katy Perry, Beyonce, Tinashe, Nicki Minaj, Jack Harlow, Post Malone, Lizzo, and Carly Rae Jepsen. Some of these people have announced that they are releasing an album, like Nicki Minaj. Do we believe them? Absolutely not. Even if they've released a release date. Or even if they've announced a release date, there's absolutely no way. So I don't know. This is the mid to high likelihood.
Well, I think you should go first this time, AJ.
Oh boy, I'm gonna pick Katy Perry because I really like Band-Aids. I don't feel like the budget was too high for that to be a one-off, and hopefully she doesn't do like another like Never Really Over situation where she ends up trying to make a new album years later without that song on it. So I don't know.
I'm going to say Lizzo because I feel like she's been getting back in the people's good graces. She's been doing press. And I think that she might take advantage of that.
I'll say Beyonce. She's kind of doing an every 2 years thing. That seems plausible.
You have a lot of faith in Beyonce.
I have more faith in her this year than I did last year, or this most recent year.
I've been burned by her, and I'm scared.
I'll pick Doechii just because I feel like if she doesn't release,
it's a problem.
Then that is a problem. Like that would just be a really bad career move if she doesn't release an album, or at least a mixtape, at least something that's 10 tracks that like is debatably an album.
I'll say Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj.
All right.
Do I think she has the album ready to go yet? No. Do I think she's going to get something together before that release date?
Maybe
Possibly.
a song, at least a song, and then
it'll be something, and she'll release it.
She will, regardless of the quality. It's true.
Yeah.
Andrew, your turn.
I'm less confident in Nicki. I will say Doechii as well, though. I think the logic there is sound.
All right, I'm going to pull a Mila and I'm going to manifest an Avril Lavigne album.
I would say if this was anybody else's board, Avril Lavigne probably wouldn't even be on here, but because it's AJ, you gotta get Avril on there.
Yeah, like, come on. Avril, if you're listening. Like, because she was going to release an album. I think she was going to release an album the year after Love Sucks. And then she just never did. And that was like, what? The year was supposed to be 2023, so she's got to have something in the chamber.
Jack Harlow, simply because I'm like, where are you? Where have you been?
He had a song with Doja Cat this year that existed for exactly 2 weeks, and then everyone forgot about it.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
I forgot about it after one day. I'm not gonna lie.
I will say Post Malone. I don't think he ever goes more than a couple years in between albums. So yeah.
Again, I'm gonna take a little risky shot, and I'm gonna say Tinashe, and I'm gonna say Tinashe because even though there's not been anything formal announced or teased, I think this Disco Lines collab is really, it's done even better on the Hot 100 than Nasty.
Nasty, yeah.
Yeah, and so I think that she kind of has to follow up on that. And so, yeah, and it's not like she released an album this year, so I feel like she could be primed for an album next year.
I want to say Tinashe too. Throw it on mine.
Yeah, let's make it a clean sweep. Tinashe, let's get it.
You know what? Let's pick Beyonce.
I want to say Beyonce so bad, but I just don't know if I can do it again. I don't know if I can put my faith in her again. Because then I'm like, well, she's going to probably try to do some like numerology thing and wait till 2027 be like 77773. I don't know. I'm like, there's always something. Like, she's always got something planned. She's like, no, I was actually always planning to release it in 2030. So, so my mind might change by next round, but I'll say Post Malone for this round. Oh, actually, no. I'm going to say Carly Rae Jepsen.
I will also say Carly Rae Jepsen. I will let myself be burned a second time with this. That's fine.
I really don't want to put any stock into Nicki Minaj. I really don't. And I think Lizzo will release something. Do I think I'll like it? That I'm not sure.
Beyonce, Act 3, I Need You. I'm waiting to do a Beyonce Eras video, and I want Act 3 to be in it. So please, Beyonce, if you are listening, if you and Katy Perry and whoever else I used to always say was
Fergie.
listening to this podcast,
And Lady
you're
Gaga,
out
that's
there,
what it was.
headphones on. Headphones on in the bed next to Jay-Z. Come on.
Yeah.
Last one
me.
of this round, Andrew.
Between Jack Harlow and Lizzo, I can't say I'm super confident in either, but I'll say Jack Harlow. I feel like Lizzo is still waiting for the thing that's going to turn her momentum around. I think Jack Harlow is going to be more proactive and just getting something out there.
So this next batch are people we have a little less faith in for one reason or another, but still pretty probable. Kendrick Lamar, Tyla, Billie Eilish, Dua Lipa, Bruno Mars, Kelly Clarkson, Cardi B, SZA, Morgan Wallen, and Eminem.
Oof.
Wait until the last group.
This isn't even the last group.
No,
Good
it's
Lord.
not the last group. So, Mila, how about you pick first this time?
I'm going to manifest Bruno Mars.
Taking his precious time as always, Bruno Mars. Kelly Clarkson. I don't even have an explanation, but I feel so negatively about these other 9 that at least Kelly Clarkson's like, yeah, it could happen.
Cardi B has technically said that there's an album coming, but I have no faith.
I'm sure she has.
I have no faith.
Yeah.
I'm going to manifest for SZA.
Now, if she releases like a 4th edition of SOS, does that count?
As long as it has 10 songs, I think it counts. Because Lana, to me, is a new album. That is an album that is separate from SOS. I don't even think I've ever listened to it with the songs from SOS before. They just feel like different projects.
Okay. I'll accept that.
I'll say Tyla because she has been kind of nonstop, so that feels like a safe guess.
Yeah, I'm sorry to piggyback on that, but Tyla is one I don't feel overly negative about happening, so sure.
I'm gonna say Billie Eilish because I think it's her time. I think it's been 2 years. I don't think it's out of the blue. I think she's probably going to wait 3 years, but I would love to be right on that, so I'm gonna throw that out there.
Unfortunately, Eminem. I fear he may.
Oh no, I knew it.
Eminem threatens to release.
I think
music.
Eminem might never release a new album again, to be honest, but maybe. Who knows? I'll say Dua Lipa. I think she is anxious to wash the taste of radical optimism out of people's mouths, and the tour built some positive momentum back with all the covers and whatnot. So I think she's going to be anxious to get back in the pool.
I think the first 2 albums had a 3-year space, or no, first to second was 3 years. The second to the third was 4 years. I think a 2-year gap for this might make sense just because the gaps for pop albums seem to be based on the reception. So I think with there wasn't much to do. I'm also gonna pick Dua Lipa.
You know what? I'll say Cardi B. Why not? Why not? She went so long without releasing an album, and I'll she'll do too. Because why not? Usually I'm wrong, so maybe I'll just say all the things that I don't think are gonna happen, and they'll all be right.
Yeah, we're definitely now at the point where I'm only going to be predicting artists who I think emphatically are not going to release an album next year. But I'd say it's at least possible that Bruno Mars will. There's at least a world in which that happens. So yeah, let's go with him.
All right. I'm gonna pick Kendrick Lamar. Just why not? Variety and sure. That's my pick.
Because we're usually not right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say also Morgan Wallen threatens to release new music.
See, I wouldn't be surprised because that man also, I feel like, just records everything that comes onto his desk.
So the crazy thing is, like, I keep thinking to myself, like, I want to pick SZA. I keep thinking to myself, no, there's no way she's going to release a new album this soon after the last one. The last one was in 2022, technically speaking. Like, by 2026, it'll have been 4 years, at least calendar years, since that album came out. It still feels too soon somehow. But why not? I guess play the percentages here.
She could release in a year from now. She could release in a year from now, and it would count.
It could be like a December 30th release.
That was kind of what she did with SOS in the first place, right? It was like December 14th.
It was definitely after year-end season had already been decided. So I think it's canonically never shown up on a Billboard staff year-end list for that reason.
I like kind of want to pick people again. Like I'm just like
just double down.
No, I'm gonna pick Tyla.
You opened my eyes reminding me that SZA's album came out so long ago. So sure, maybe.
All right. We all got SZA.
Billie Eilish, I don't know, maybe hits a new found of productivity in her mid-20s. Not even mid-20s. Yeah, she's like 24 now, 23.
Yeah, she's still got so much time.
Yeah, who knows?
Man, I want to say Kelly Clarkson to manifest for myself, but I'm going to manifest for my sister. I'm going to say Bruno Mars because she is obsessed. And then the last batch of artists.
Is it going to be dead people on this?
Ariana Grande, Rihanna, Adele, Shakira, Fergie because I had to, Normani because I had to, Lady Gaga, The Weeknd, Sabrina Carpenter, and Chappell Roan.
Okay. Adele, it's been what, 5 years, or will have been 5 years since the last one by the time we're talking about 2026?
Well, didn't she kind of recently say that she was like not going to make more music? Isn't that like within the last 2 years?
We need someone to have hope.
I wouldn't believe her if she said that she did have music coming out, so maybe I won't believe her if she just said that she doesn't have music coming out. So, just not a trustworthy person, Adele.
I'm going to say Chappell Roan only because I've noticed a shift in her like aesthetics that she's been doing. So I think maybe that's some inspiration from songwriting she may be doing or something.
And that like comment about not releasing something for the next 5 years is going to...
I don't believe that.
I don't believe that.
Why would you guys believe me?
No, I think you're good. I don't believe it'll be next year, but I think that your predictions also might be ahead of its time.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with, Sabrina released the past 2 years. I doubt that she's going to release another one this year. I think Lady Gaga might do like a side project album like Harlequin or like the Tony Bennett thing. I mean, obviously not with Tony Bennett, but
it's as likely as any other name on this list.
Yeah, I was gonna say I might pick Tony Bennett over a couple of these people we have here. So.
It's definitely not going to be Ariana. You know, I'm going to manifest for Fergie. I have to. I put her on this list.
I'll say Sabrina. Let's say she learns from Taylor Swift. She's like, okay, you can't take a year off. You can have an off year, but you can't have a year off. And she goes 3 for 3.
2 because why not?
Okay, you know what? Why not? I'll pick her too. And it's back to Andrew.
Oh boy. So if The Weeknd comes out under a new name entirely, does it still count as The Weeknd? Okay. Because he did talk a big game about this being his last The Weeknd album, or at least talked a medium-sized game about that. So I do believe he's done with that moniker, at least for a little bit. But could we get a new Abel Tesfaye album? It's possible. Let's. He also might be anxious to remind people that he's still one of the main guys, and Hurry Up Tomorrow didn't necessarily do that the way I'm sure he would have wanted. So yeah, sure, I'll say The Weeknd.
And Hurry Up Tomorrow was it was like what, January? So
yeah, very early in the year, certainly.
There is no name on this list that I can say earnestly. Let's just say Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga, okay.
Maybe she'll act in something that she'll have to sing in.
You know what? I'm gonna pick Normani.
Oof.
Because she said, well, I don't really care what she says, but she said something was coming, and I'm going to choose to have faith.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really, really liked that debut album.
It's a good album. Shakira, off tour. Hot streak she wants to continue. Doesn't want to lose that momentum. Not impossible.
I'll say Fergie. Throw Fergie on mine.
Yeah. And I'm going to go with Rihanna.
Oh.
Because someone has to have her.
Yeah.
That's the boldest choice. And you know what? If we're always wrong, then maybe, just maybe, guessing Rihanna will be right.
If Rihanna's the only person on the bingo card that gets selected.
There's no new Taylor Swift album, but Rihanna drops.
I'm swayed by the maybe Lady Gaga will have a movie out argument. If she releases like a 7-song accompaniment, are we still going to count that?
As long as they're all like real songs, like no interludes. I don't know.
Okay.
If it gives someone bingo, maybe.
I don't think we're going to have to worry about it, but just in case.
I do not see Ariana Grande releasing more music this year at all. But at least she's been near a studio.
She remembers what a studio looks like.
She's been singing for the last few years, so I'll say her.
The Little Fockers soundtrack.
That was actually I was like, maybe a song for Little Fockers.
Maybe 10 songs for Little Fockers.
Just feeling the inspiration.
Oh boy. I'll say The Weeknd.
I'll say Chapel. If you just ignore the things she says, it would make sense if she released an album next year. So, sure. I mean, that too. Like, it feels like Midwest Princess wasn't that long ago, but that album was a 2023 album. So, yeah, maybe.
Any one of these guesses is just as unlikely as the next. So, sure, let's say The Weeknd. I like the idea of him releasing something as a different
So
name.
what
That
if
sounds
he
fun.
releases it under a new name and doesn't reveal that it's him until 2027? Do we get to retroactively go back and then score our bingo cards correctly?
I say yes.
I
vote
vote
yes.
yes. I feel like that would
Count
be
the votes.
very interesting.
Do we think that would be possible?
Oh,
like,
sure.
he has such
Yeah.
an identifiable voice.
Well, maybe there'll be a lot of speculation. Like, is it AI? Is it actually him? Is it just like an imitator? And then like in 2027, he's like, yes, it was me.
He could play into that. That would
Yeah.
be interesting.
His new project is something that everyone thinks is AI, and he's like, actually, no, it was just me. Like Zanaya Monáe gets revealed to be The Weeknd.
Wow. Okay, I'm going to pick Lady Gaga. All right. So that
Interesting boards.
is a wrap on our bingo cards. I'll randomize those. I'll send those to you guys. And then throughout the year, I'll keep up like an email chain of just like updating those. I think that'll be really fun. Thank you so much to Andrew and Mila for being on the show. Once again, obviously, because they are both repeat guests, and we will be back to summarize these 2026 bingo cards when 2026 is over. So stay tuned for that, but thank you so much for listening. Thank you to Noah for the theme music, and we'll see you in the new year.